I like that story on so many levels because before we get to our first alert weather with Tracy Humphrey, we talk about a lot of the bad things that happen when kids are bullied, the bad things that have become, and then that's a chance for this community to step in and really make an impact. Somebody seeing something, a little something, and then it like spiraled into all these other people that like swooped this kid up and really helped him, overcome some things, some anxiety. Yeah.
It is a good story, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
All right, I feel like everything has a little rose-colored glasses when we get to the holiday season.
Right.
So that is great news. Now let's transition to the weather. There are some parts of it that are amazing. We need the rainfall, right?
Correct.
We need the snowpack. Do you want to drive in it? Did you want it coming New Year's Eve? Probably not. But hey, we got it. Here's a look out with our Calster's camera looking out toward the river there. You got the Tower Bridge on the right-hand side. Speaking of the river, we're going to be watching area rivers, streams, and creeks over the course of the next 24 hours as flooding is going to be a concern. So today and tomorrow, both first alert action days. That's for your Friday and your Saturday. What is a first alert action day? Well, that is a day where something impactful is happening with the weather. We got rounds of heavy rainfall, Sierra snowfall, strong winds, and the potential for flooding. Here's a look at your Doppler radar. We've been looking at rain showers coming in since around 2 o'clock this morning. Most of them have been fairly light in nature, but you know what? When you move in, you can see some pockets of heavy rainfall, illustrated by the yellow and the orange here just outside of Redding, moving into Chico. Our forecast for today, we're going to have rounds of heavy rainfall, also high snow coming in above 8,500 feet in elevation. What does that mean? That means that areas that normally get snow, they're getting rain, so they're going to be getting snow melt. And where does that snow melt go? Well, it marries into the rivers and the streams, and it all goes downstream, and that could lead to the opportunity for flooding. So high snow means snow melt, significant rainfall, windy conditions in the forecast today, tonight, even early into your Saturday. Creeks and streams are projected to rise. Will they rise to flood stage? That's the part we don't know, but we do have a flood watch in effect just in case. Drying out, that's coming in for your New Year's with the sunshine returning. So let's set the stage. How are we doing? We are doing fabulously. Look at the statewide. 162% of average statewide for our Sierra snowpack for today's date. Central Sierra 160% and 193% for Southern Sierra. So we're doing very well. Rainfall, we're doing well too. Since the month of December, downtown Sacramento 3 inches above average. For the water year since October 1st, downtown Sacramento 1.53 inches above normal. We're doing great, and we're going to tack on a little more. Take a look at this flood watch. That's going to be in effect until early Sunday morning. Rivers, creeks, streams will rise. We got to monitor the latest weather forecast to make sure if some of those local tributaries start to crest, we let you know, and that's when your flood watch will be upgraded to a flood warning. Who's involved? From the Bay Area all the way to the Sierra. So here's a look at some of the forecasted rainfall estimates. That's today all the way through Saturday into Sunday. 1 to 4 inches coming in for parts of the valley floor, and some of the hardest hit spots will see about 4 to 8 inches. Futurecast showing rounds of rainfall continue to be in the forecast this afternoon, as well as into this evening and also into the overnight. The system will finally move out Saturday night, basically giving us a beautiful Sunday. In the meantime, look at that atmospheric river. Available moisture is coming right into our back door. So what is an atmospheric river? Well, it's like a river in the sky. Water vapor coming in from the tropics. It can be more than 1,000 miles long. Unfortunately, it can lead to flooding and mudslides. And during an average winter year, we have about 5 or 6. But in some years, we have about 1 or 2. Those are our drought years. Well, this year is shaping up quite nicely. It does provide half of our water supply, atmospheric rivers. They have ended 7 of the last 12 droughts. The Sierra snowpack, yeah, it needs that atmospheric river. 1/3 of California's water supply comes from the Sierra snowpack. And we also rate atmospheric rivers from category 1 to category 5. This one is a category 4. So it's a big deal. So let's talk about people who are driving in cars over flooded roadways. Turn around, don't drown. 50% of flash flooding deaths happen in cars. Underpasses fill up very quickly. Cars can be quickly swept away. All you need is 6 inches of water with a passenger car. It will reach the bottom. You lose loss of control. You lose your steering. You stall out. And the next thing you know, you're floating in your car. So we got to make smart decisions. We'll be drying out on Sunday, but Rachel, look at all that rainfall moving back into the forecast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That is a look at your weather. We'll be right back. Stick around.